Episode 39. We're back. Fucking doing it.
Yes, we are.
So Adam kicked off the show last time with a question about etiquette, gym etiquette.
All right.
I came across something. I wanted to start the show off by asking you this. Have you ever heard the term pumpkin pounder?
I'm glad you asked me that.
No.
Have you heard the term pumpkin pounder? I just heard about this the other day, and I thought...
First, let me start by saying,
Okay.
I come from a middle-class neighborhood.
the typical political response. Yeah.
Pumpkin pounder to me sounds like a dude that fucks pumpkins that have been left out on the porch too long after Halloween.
Okay. Well, we're coming up on that time, so I figured
That's
I'd
what,
ask.
like, if you leave your pumpkin out November 2nd, somebody's going to come by and fuck it.
Okay.
Because it's hot.
My first thought...
At least in Phoenix, this nice, hot, squishy surface.
Yep.
Someone's going to fuck it.
My first thought was the equivalent of a chubby chaser.
Okay.
Why do I feel like it has to do with redheads?
Because
Okay.
you leprechaun ginger fuck.
Here it comes.
Go ahead. I told Adam before, I was like, hey, man, there's going to be a part in the beginning of the show where I insult you.
okay.
So if you play B1...
B1, stand by. Oh,
So-
no, you did videos. Whatever
Technically,
this is too.
this is where I heard about this. Technically, Jordan would be a pumpkin pounder
Okay.
Okay.
because
Shall I
you
play?
are the pumpkin as a ginger.
Yeah, I figured. Here we go.
Yeah.
Your phrase of the day is pumpkin pounder. What is a pumpkin pounder, you might ask? Well, it is simply someone who pounds pumpkins, aka gingers.
Exactly what it
People who are
sounds
pumpkin
like.
pounders are essentially people who are madly in love and obsessed with gingers and redheads. Do you know anybody who is a pumpkin pounder or has been a pumpkin pounder in the past? So how do you know if you are
A ginger
pumpkin
jammer.
pounder?
A redhead rammer.
A ginger jammer.
Yeah. So we got pumpkin pounder, ginger jammer, redhead rammer.
Can I make Jordan
okay.
a Fireside shirt that says ginger jammer on
Oh,
it?
please do.
That should be the name
That should
of
be
a
our first shirt
band.
on the.
Ginger jammer. It's not bad.
Oh, ginger jammer, the Fireside band.
Great. Was there more to that, or
No, man, it's
Oh,
just
okay.
that's a.
I was braced
pumpkin
for.
pounder.
I don't know what I was braced for, but
Yeah. So I think ideally it starts as a woman who likes redheads. You're called a pumpkin pounder, but you know, I imagine if you're a guy that likes redheads, you're a pumpkin pounder too, right? I think you'd be a more of a pounder if you're the male.
I feel like the man who
Right back
goes
to gay
after
sex.
redheads is a pumpkin pounder.
Yeah.
Well, what's the female version of that?
Ooh,
Is I think what we really should be asking here.
ginger jammer.
Nobody's jamming anything, bro.
The woman.
A pumpkin pegger.
What is the woman?
Whoa. Whoa.
No.
Words have meaning, Steve.
Oh yeah, yeah they do. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
She would be more the pegboard.
Okay,
Pumpkin. She's a pumpkin pegboard
but yeah.
for the pumpkin pegger.
I'm the pumpkin pegger.
No.
No.
Hold on.
It doesn't have Jack the Ripper vibes. Like you can't. Yeah. So anyway, pumpkin pounder. I thought that was pretty.
Word of the
funny.
day.
need
We
like
should start
a,
doing
I
a
think
word
we-
of the
I
day
Urban
think-
segment.
Dictionary word of the day.
Ginger jammer is what I'm going with from now on.
Great.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So I wanted to kick the show off with our vice president word salad of the week. Word salad of the week.
Talk
That should,
about it.
That should be another fucking segment.
Word salad.
of
It
the
will
week.
if you're right and she wins for the next 4 years. It'll be word salad.
So I want just complete silence to. I want everyone to soak in the wisdom that is Kamala Harris here and just understand what a profound woman we have running for president.
Copy.
I mean, one of the deep thinkers of our time. Go ahead and play it, Adam. Ed's A1.
We love our country. I love our country. I know we all do. That's why everybody's here right now. We love our country. We take pride in the privilege of being American. And this is a moment where we can and must come together as Americans, understanding we have so much more in common than what separates us. Let's come together with the character that we are so proud of about who we are, which is we are an optimistic people. We are an optimistic people. Americans, by character,
Oprah's
are
intelligent
people
enough
who
that-
have
Look at Oprah's face, too. She's like,
dreams and ambitions and aspirations. We believe in what is possible. We believe in what can be.
Unburdened.
And we believe in fighting for that. That's how we came into being, because the people before us understood that one of the greatest expressions for the love of our country, one of the greatest
the love of God,
expressions of
woman.
patriotism.
You can
is
stop
to
playing it
fight
right
for
there,
the
Adam.
idea.
But the question was, what did you have for breakfast? And that
We
was
gotta
your
start
answer.
with optimism and where we've come from, and
I
I'm
love
burdened by what
the
we've-
head shake. We're an optimistic people. We are. We're an optimistic people.
I just like that Oprah was looking at her like, what the fuck?
Did you see the
are
look on
doing?
Oprah's face? She was like trying to like smile, like she was trying to give her the look like, because Oprah's good.
Yeah.
She's trying to give her the look like, wow, that is deep and profound. But at the same time, like, this bitch is full of shit. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I've interviewed a lot of people in my life.
I'm voting for Trump.
This is hands down the worst.
I mean, what the fuck was that? Did she say anything of substance in that?
No.
No. And that was the whole interview of her just nonsense. Oh my God, she's so bad. And she thinks she's just this deep thinker.
Yeah.
You could tell by the way she talks. She thinks she is so profound in her word choice. It drives me so mad.
But do you, okay.
She's the same one that Chuck Schumer shushed while he was speaking and she was talking behind him at the podium. He turned and scolded her. Old man scolded her. Shush. Shush. Shush up.
Do you think she does it on purpose? Like, do you think she
Yes,
knows?
she thinks she has something very smart to say.
No, what
There's
I'm
a lot
saying
of people
is,
that believe it's an act on purpose
like,
to kind
do
of
you
sound
think
dumb.
I mean, because it's clear if you listen, she speaks in platitudes. She
Nothing
doesn't
but.
say anything.
But they're not even good ones.
So are people just so stupid that they don't catch on to this? Like, my question is, do you think that she thinks the people are so stupid that she knows she can just say nothing and get elected?
Yes, because it's worked for her entire career.
Fair enough.
I was going to say it's working, so she wouldn't
Yeah.
have a reason to think that it's not.
And I don't think people are dumb enough. I think at this point they're brainwashed enough to believe
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like they just sit back and like, I hate Donald Trump so much. Like they listen, like, look at the people in the audience during that whole, like when they're talking.
They're locked in, man.
I mean, they're locked in, but at the same time, like, I don't think they're quite buying it. They're feeling like they need to buy it.
Yeah.
They're like, yes.
Maybe they
yes.
don't.
Well, they're on Oprah.
Yeah.
She's saying it to Oprah. Like it's, yeah.
I think brainwashing is the only term I could use because they hate Trump so much and they want Kamala to win and they want her to be this great candidate like Obama was. They want her to be an Obama type candidate. And she's just
Well, they're
bad.
trying to paint her out to be.
Yeah, she's just bad. She's doing her best Obama impression and it's not a good one.
What were you going to say?
I don't remember now, but it's what infuriates me is that you can ask people, all right, cool, you're voting for Kamala. Why? What's
They
her? I mean, I'm obsessed with these videos, but I like the man on the street kind of
Yeah,
videos,
yeah.
and they go and ask people these questions. And mostly, when you ask somebody what's her greatest accomplishment, they say being the first black vice president.
Yeah.
And that's the accomplishment.
Well, I think they even, I mean, there's people who have pointed out like she still doesn't have like any substance as far as policy goes. Like she still has not
Nothing.
come out and said
She's got policies. I mean, with every candidate, though, there's pluses and minuses, and people are going to talk shit and say that's not going to work. This isn't going to work. That's not going to work. This is good. So, I mean, she got it. Right before she did that interview, she came out and finally had policies, which is why a lot of people are saying, I don't know if it's the reason or not, but why she hadn't done any interviews because she couldn't talk about
Yeah.
policy because she didn't have any policies.
right.
I mean, I think we can all agree this is a very rushed candidacy.
For sure.
So,
What about? So I'm on our website right now.
Mm-hmm.
What about this though? Because so we know Trump has said 2025 is not my thing. Project 2025, you know. But how can she put this on our website? Trump's Project 2025. Like, how is that allowed?
Because the
Because it's not his.
disinformation monitors aren't actually in place yet. That's one of the things she wants to do is be able to police the disinformation. So until then, she's just
Fair
playing by
enough.
their rules.
it's fucking retarded.
Unreal, dude.
So dumb. Like people are just so fucking dumb. Like you talk about like why are you voting for Kamala? Most people will say, "Oh, her stance on women's rights." Elaborate.
Yeah. What does that mean?
They got nothing. Well, I like that she's pro-abortion. Why? Like, and then literally the people will say like, "Oh, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore," and they'll walk away. Like the man on the street thing. The people will get to that point and then they can't say anything else.
Did you see there was a Tony Dungy tweet?
I did.
Did you I was going to try and link it, but it basically she talks about how the religious views and like the religious views you have shouldn't be the limitation, and we shouldn't let that be what's stopping us from. You can still have those views and be pro-abortion. And Tony Dungy responded with just a paraphrase with, enlighten me to which religious view that you're allowed to have that allows you to align your values with getting an abortion.
No, yeah. Those are diametrically opposed,
100%.
especially if you're a Catholic. That's kind of a big no-no.
Yeah.
And like even the Pope, who the Pope has been the most liberal Pope of all time, even he said like, no. It's kind of our
Can't
thing.
get behind that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
it's the one thing we,
like popes of years past, Catholics, like they don't even like you beating off because you're wasting babies. I mean, that might be a bit extreme.
Yeah.
No way the Pope's not jerking off.
Not himself.
No. If you're the Pope, you for sure got somebody yanking you off.
Yeah, there's enough altar boys.
Yeah. While you're kissing the ring down there.
No?
I was waiting for it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's enough.
Yeah, that didn't stop. I mean,
No.
they just relocated.
You just stop advertising
Yeah,
it.
just shuffle them around the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old news.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like if that story came out today, it wouldn't be that. It'd be like, all right,
Again.
what else?
Yeah.
No, like if it first broke now, like, hey, for the last
Oh,
50
it was the
years.
first time you heard about it? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it just would get buried.
It's funny because even just talking about Barry, like Adam and I driving in, he was like, dude, I feel like it's been a slow news week.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, there's been no assassination attempt other than Diddy getting arrested and like that being the story. Like,
Yeah.
it feels like it's a slow news week just because, I mean,
I was thinking the same thing.
there's so much shit that's happened this week, but it feels slow. It's wild.
That's exactly what I was like, man, there's not a lot to talk about. Like, there is. I guess it's just
ton of
not like
shit.
crazy
Yeah.
shit.
It's not in your face like it was.
Yeah. So, I mean, you brought up Diddy. I mean, or no, didn't you have some more you want to talk about Kamala?
Yeah. So before we switch, I don't know if I
Also, Kamala, you talk about her policies. She is now pro crypto and she's going after the crypto bro crowd because Trump kind of cornered a bunch of people in that.
Can you find the video? It's one of the ones I just added, but I didn't put a title or a label on it, a number label. But it's Kamala's accent.
Did you get the full one though?
I think so.
Okay, good. Because that's the best.
So for anybody listening, we talked about a couple shows ago. We had talked about how she had kind of changed up her. She did 2 speeches same day, 2 different locations, and one was how she normally sounds every day, and the other one there was a lot more ethnic undertone to her speech. Her speech patterns, the words she used, the way she spoke. So now she just spoke to the Hispanic caucus,
The
whatever it
National
was.
Hispanic
National Hispanic Caucus or something like that. Gave a speech, and while she was speaking, there's a lot of her critics that said it sounds like she has a Hispanic accent all of a sudden, which we had a comment or somebody came back and said, I shouldn't have to explain code switching to you and what that is.
No, it's like, no, I don't have time to explain code switching to white people.
That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we have a link of that so everybody can hear just for comparison of Kamala's Hispanic accent.
You be the judge. Turn it up a bit, Adam.
Please have a seat. Please have a seat.
Please have a seat.
Please have a seat. Oh, it's good to see so many friends.
So many friends.
I love you back.
I love you back. I love you back, sister.
I want to recognize Chair Barragan. Where are you, my dear friend,
Let's hear the
fellow
accent.
Californian? I want to thank you for all that you do and all that you have done. CHCI Chair Espaillat, thank you for all that you
Espaillat.
are. Both of them.
The first part's the best. Replay it from the top. I want everyone to hear this one more time.
I love my friends.
What's up, man?
Please have a seat. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. Oh, it's good to see so many friends. I love you back.
I love you back.
Yeah, like you say, even the hands. I love you back.
The good to see. The good to
You
see.
can stop.
The good to see so many friends part. It's close, but the I love you. I love you back.
It's not close. It's good to see so many friends.
Yeah.
It's
please,
not close.
please have a seat. Please have a seat.
Yeah. I can't with
chair. We're all sitting
this.
down.
Hey, calm down, everybody. Just have a seat.
Chair,
It's good to see all of you here.
So just for comparison, I linked. Adam, I didn't put it. This one's going to be unlabeled too, but it's the Creeper.
I gotcha.
Creeper from Cholo Fit. So we can compare accents.
Hey, we all know there's a lot of Cholo swimming videos out there, but this one's gonna be like, damn, homie, that's what's up.
Cholo
This is
swimming, he
Cholo
said.
Aquatics with Creeper, eh?
Cholo Aquatics.
Now we're gonna warm up the core and everything with the cholo strut, homie, pero underwater. So it's like, oh dang, that's a trip. So here we go. Feet together, elbows up.
Better underwater and shit.
It's always elbows up.
Yeah. So you got the elbows up with you got the socks and the shoes on.
Still got the house shoes on. This badass.
Oh yeah.
Underwater.
He's got the homies.
Now we're gonna move to Cubo Aquatics, homie. All right. So I'm gonna bring up the OG so we can show everybody how to do it. All right. So what's up, OG? So the OG's definitely done this routine.
I don't know how much this we can play.
We can't play too much of it. Yeah. So anyway, you can hear the
Very similar.
comparison.
Creeper. Kamala's
Is he writing her speeches? You think?
maybe.
She's got
Can you
Creeper
write
on
in
it.
Can you write in a Hispanic accent? You
think
can say
so.
things like "What's
Start
up,
putting
eh?"
little
and I think you
squigglies.
just
Yeah.
You
can
can
Little
just take it and run with
squigglies
it.
over all the ends.
There you go. Spanish 101.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, vote for me and shit.
Cholo Aquatics.
Running for a president.
when I'm president.
And that's like it's a trip because you're in water.
When you
I
go
love
to
you
vote,
back.
Yeah.
I love you back.
This
and
shit with her accents has gotten comical.
Yeah.
Like, and don't tell me this is code switching now because she normally talks one way when she's around white people. She talks a different way. Now she's Hispanic.
Yeah.
I want to know how she talks when she's around Indians.
Yeah.
When she gets around mom's family. How does she talk?
I wish I could even impersonate that, but I don't even know how to do it. You can give it a go.
You have to now.
No.
Okay. All right. All right.
I'm out.
So then I had another video of AOC, and I don't know how old this is, but I sent it to Johnny. This is pretty funny. So AOC is on stage giving a speech, and she's all hyped up, and it had the comparison of that. So while we're comparing Kamala to Creeper, I have a comparison of AOC giving a speech as well.
The woman who fights every single day
You seen this?
to lift working people out from under the boots that breathe, trampling on our way of life.
Slam poetry.
I don't know if you can play a whole bunch of this.
My hands alive.
Yeah, kill it. Kill it.
Yeah. So anyway, that was from 22 Jump Street or 21 Jump Street.
It was
The scene
22. I
where-
think it was 22.
Scene where he's doing the slam poetry is pretty funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah, saw that and I was like, wow, that's a good comparison there too.
I'm so sick of these clowns.
So the last thing I had as far as government goes, we talked about this last show. Congressman Thomas Massey. I think you've seen this. This is old. So I did some research. I just saw this and it was labeled as being September 9th, 24 from one of their congressional hearings. And he's speaking about the debt and about spending. But he goes into this whole deal talking about how this is political theater and it's always the same thing. And you guys want this and you want that. And the spending goes up. And he like speaks out of all the shit that we're saying and we've been saying. So I did a little more research on it, and it looks like it's possibly from 2017 because he had a meeting there as well. So I don't know if somebody, was trying to claim that it was from September 9th just to make it look relevant, but it looks like it was from 2017. But everything he's saying still reigns true. Adam, it's B5.
And I would call in Mr. Massey.
Can we be honest with the American people about what's going on here? This is political theater. I'm going to call out both sides right here. It's all posturing. It's fake fighting. We all know where it ends up. This is Groundhog Day. I don't care if the Democrat is the speaker or Republican is the speaker. We always get a CR in September, and then we get an omnibus. Sometimes there's a twist on that. We might get the omnibus before Christmas, but if we're not good, it comes after Christmas. But that's what's going to happen. And in the meantime, it's political theater. You know, we've got it's good theater. We've got great writers. I wish they'd just come up with a new plot. It's the same plot.
So Adam, you can
every
kill it.
fiscal year.
So it basically had to
Is
do
that fake theater.
Yeah, I don't know. But it basically it's they're talking about the national debt, and they were trying to approve a $1.3 trillion package for spending, which actually did getting approved in the 2017 hearing, which it looks older. So I think that might be from 2017. But he basically goes on to say that, like, you know, the way our the law prescribes it is it should be 12 separate bills, I guess, whatever the spending bill was, to be passed. And that if one were to fail, then only half the federal government shuts down. And so the way it was set up I guess, and I don't understand this completely because I don't understand a whole lot of that, but the way that was set up is it was all in one bill, and if it failed, then that's why they had the governmental shutdown. But it should have been 12 separate bills, and if they where they were set up by law that if they fail, then only half the government shuts down. So he basically goes on to say that the whole governmental shutdown, like it's all a scam. It's
Yeah, it
all
happens every time.
Yep,
Every time.
But hearing somebody in there calling it out was kind of cool. I hadn't seen that before.
He's
But
still
yeah,
alive. I just checked.
Yeah, he's still alive.
What happened with that is he got together with all of them before we started. Like, hey,
I'm going to call this out.
I'm
Yeah.
going to call this out. I'm going to talk a little shit. Just
Yeah.
give me a couple minutes here. Nobody push back on me. Like, hey, I got an election in 2018. I got to win.
Yeah, probably. That makes sense.
Yeah, they're all full of shit. Every last one of you assholes is full of shit. If you're listening, I fucking know you are.
Yeah.
The NSA is listening. They'll pass on the message.
Somebody.
You all suck dick. Some literally. That's okay.
Yeah, some very literally.
All right. Fuck, do I have anything? I mean, there's tons of political stuff. Like, they're all just ridiculous assholes.
We can talk about the, moving on from politics, we can talk about the whole Hezbollah.
Well, yeah, let's talk about pager bombs.
Fucking exploding pagers.
I got one little video. So, if you don't know what happened, obviously we know that there's a lot of turmoil in the Middle East, to put it lightly. So, Israel is at war with Hamas and Hezbollah. Hamas is supposedly, Hezbollah is an Iranian-backed group out of Lebanon. So apparently, Israel got a hold of a shipment of pagers out of like Taiwan, I think. It's a while back.
We got them from JJ.
JJ's the king of beepers. So they got a hold of the fucking shipment of beepers, implanted a little C4 in there or something. Apparently, if you send a certain code, they can blow up all these pagers. Well, after all the pagers get delivered and when they saw the time was right, they decided they were going to send the message and blow them all up. So all these guys, supposedly only Hezbollah operatives, had these pagers. So Adam, go ahead and play A4. And this is a little video of a guy getting his dick blown off in a grocery store. Oh, my dick!
There it goes.
Damn.
That's the sound you make when your dick gets blown off.
That's probably his dick on top of the grapes right there.
Oh, dude.
That's all blurred up.
Does it show it again? Oh, there's more.
There's another one that's just down.
I can't believe how many people go stand around them after it blew up.
Yeah, if your dick blows off,
well, how do you know it's not going to happen again?
I'm out.
Here's the explosion again.
Oh, it blew out of the bag. It blew out of the satchel. So
that's the universal language for
hitting the balls.
My dick's been blown off.
Yeah,
man.
So I had read, and I don't know how accurate this was, but that there were trace amounts of liquid ammonium nitrate that they had injected into these.
Yeah,
and then what they were doing is, more recently, I heard that they were using some way of superheating that lithium-ion battery.
Yeah, because that was what they were saying, that the pager got super hot after they get
and
the
that
thing.
would trigger the explosion.
Yeah.
But think about that. So they were talking about the implications of having these exploding pagers. So
it wasn't just pagers, because the next day they did with cell phones.
Yeah,
day 3 after that they did with walkie-talkies.
So what they were asking was, did the IDF get the shipments of these and then do this and then distribute? Do they have a hookup somewhere in the supply chain?
I don't know. With
some sort of manufacturer of a piece or part that they're doing this prior to? I mean, they had to know that this shipment was going specifically to these people. So the question is where in that transit are they making these, injections of these bombs, and how much connections do they have to the manufacturing side? Like, that's a scary thing, right?
Yeah, I want to believe that there was a middleman and he was on the IDF's fucking payroll, or not Hamas. What's the Jewish CIA? Mossad. I want to say he's like on Mossad's payroll and like, hey, I got the shipment. Let's meet here and you can do the injection right here.
Yeah.
Because I got an iPhone 11.
Well,
I'm not upgrading anytime soon.
That's what's scary is they talk about the capability of technology to superheat that lithium-ion battery from range, a distance. How do they do that?
Exactly.
It's got to be with a signal or frequency. Everything has a lithium-ion battery right now.
Yeah.
Like there's not a whole lot of anything that doesn't.
Could you imagine if they did that in this room?
No.
There's so many fucking batteries in this room.
More than
right
your
now.
dick getting blown off.
Yeah. We're all dead for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, like, that's when you talk about terrorism, that's terrorism.
Yeah.
Because you're afraid for everything. Like I told you that one bit those guys were doing. A couple Hezbollah guys getting together later, like, oh, how are you doing? Like, you thirsty? Would you like some tea? Like, so you be the other guy.
It was like,
would you like some tea?
No.
No, sure. Just go over there. Turn on the kettle.
I'm not grabbing it. Yeah. He's like,
oh, are you a little warm? Are you warm in here?
Yeah.
Go turn down the air conditioning.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to touch that button.
Yeah.
You're fucking terrified to do anything.
I couldn't
right?
remember the lead up, but I remembered you telling. Yeah.
You're terrified of everything. Like,
yeah.
What is going to happen next?
Yeah.
Your phones are blowing up. Your pagers are blowing up. Walkie-talkies. Like, how are they communicating now? Is it like back to smoke signals?
I don't know. Why ask Adam? Like, are they still using the old school pagers?
Yeah.
But I mean, that you call and you enter in the number you want in the pager? Or do they have is there a newer form of pagers where you can text back and forth?
I'm sure there's both, right? But I think they were just doing old school pagers because that couldn't be hacked.
Yeah.
I think that was the thing. Because they told anybody in Hezbollah, not to use phones because it said if you're using a modern day cell phone, it's essentially like having Mossad in your house. So like, don't do that. So they went to these fucking pagers.
So I just looked it up. Can you still buy pagers? I haven't seen a pager.
They use them at the hospitals
beeper.
all the time.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, you can go to Pagers Direct and buy just a plain pager.
I want a pager.
And you can send alphanumeric messages.
Do you think telemarketers got the pager number so your pagers are blowing up?
Oh, dude.
Telemarketers?
Call back.
I'd fucking blow my pager up too if it was telemarketers all day.
Fill out your quick survey.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Can you imagine that?
I would hope it would explode at that point.
But yeah, talking about
Hold above
Iran
my head.
doing that. So they're basically, they did all those attacks inside of, it was in Beirut, so Lebanon.
Yeah.
They've attacked now in Iran. They've attacked in Syria. Obviously the West Bank, Gaza, but now in a third country in Lebanon they're attacking in. They're now dropping bombs in Lebanon. They really want to go to war with everybody.
That last bomb that they just dropped recently that they're showing videos of with the mushroom cloud and all that, was that in Lebanon?
Yeah.
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 I saw one I saw it a day or two ago. Yeah.
Oh, then there's more. Yeah, then.
But they were showing posts of the video of the
Netanyahu.
footage is insane. They're like,
It's
what type of
crazy.
bomb is that? Because it mushrooms up at the top. Like it's
a big fucking bomb.
Fucking big bomb.
Netanyahu was telling everybody, like, you need to take this seriously and get out because more's coming. Like, Jesus Christ. Where are you guys going to stop?
Yeah.
Like, I get the October 7th thing was horrific, but like, you're just going to go out and
go ham.
Go hard as shit, right?
Yep.
And Iran was saying that they think that they're trying to bait them into a larger war. It's like they keep saying they don't want a larger war, but yet they keep doing this, and this. Iran's like, we do not want this. I just want you to know, America, we don't want this. But they keep fucking doing it. So if you're looking for the bigger war, like we keep talking about, like, your time's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
Yep. I agree, man.
Invest in Raytheon, Halliburton, and Boeing and all those places right now.
Ahead of time.
Yeah.
Adam, hit B3 real quick. So while we're talking about getting kicked in the dick,
yes, dick kick.
This is the ultimate dick kicking championship.
Shut the fuck up. Remember that one video we watched a long time ago where there's just punching that dude in the nuts?
Yeah.
He's getting ready for the dick kicking
Telling
competition.
you, this is a thing.
1, 2.
Oh my God.
3. Oh,
Weak.
So he does weak. So this guy, it's a starter round.
Takes it like a champ. He's grunting.
Who signs up for this?
Kicked him right in the fucking sack.
That's like a dirty
Full
tap.
leg swing,
Dirty
though.
tap, yeah.
Now he gets to go.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
There's a time limit on your kick.
Boone, 1, 2, 3.
He hits him a little bit more square.
That one hurt.
That's all you get.
I feel like a lighter hit might be better. You're going to learn technique.
You want the broader, flat foot so you catch everything.
How accessible do you have to make your testicles during this kick?
See, I don't know.
Can you because if you clench your butt cheek a little bit, your thigh meat will clench together. If
You get
got
Walls
decent-
balls?
Yeah.
You strap them, tape them to the side?
Yeah, well, I
All
mean,
right.
no, you can't tape. You got to have a guy, so there's got to be a ball inspector beforehand. You shouldn't be allowed to wear
The
underwear.
same guy that inspects the gloves before a boxing match.
Same guy.
He's looking at your balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a side gig.
Okay.
Like when there's no boxing to be had, they're like, let me see your balls.
You got bills, man.
You can't wear underwear because they have to be free dangling.
Sure.
Right?
Ooh. Okay. Do you think it would be worse to be free dangling, or do you think it'd be worse to have them pouched in one specific area that they're gonna get hit?
Dangling. Because there's two, what's that, coup
contra coup.
That one. That's what it is. Because it's foot to balls and then balls to body and then possibly balls back to foot as foot finishes its swing.
Gravity.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Science.
I think the hanging sack is worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like you said, you get boom hit.
And there's no shock
then as it
absorber.
continues, boom.
And then the crush.
And then, yeah, the crush at the top.
Yeah.
The old.
Oh.
And then they bounce after the trauma. They like, boom, boom, boom.
And then you make the sound that guy did laying on the grocery store.
My dick. Yeah, slap battles. Fuck that. I want to see the dick kicking come.
Ultimate dick kicking competition. It's a thing.
You see the you probably never the Avengers Infinity not Endgame, where Star-Lord meets up with this girl. She doesn't know that they're together because it's an alter version of her. But anyway, she kicks him in the nuts one time and then kicks him again, like boom, boom, right to back. He falls over. He's like, "Oh, you missed the first time. You got them both the second time."
That was in Infinity War?
Yeah. Not Infinity War, Endgame.
I've seen Endgame. I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
It's right at the end, probably like the last 20 minutes.
One of the outtakes.
No, it's in the movie.
Oh, all right. Yeah, exploding pagers, dude. Like, all that stuff's pretty crazy. It's all the build up, getting closer and closer to the tipping point of potential World War III.
Oh, man. I can't wait for Matt Jackson's going to be 18. How long till he's 18? 8 more years? Like, dude, to be able to sign up for World War III, it's going to be sweet.
It's going to be awesome. He won't even have to sign up. They'll just take him.
We're going to fucking
Just
Canada.
draft him.
We're going to go to Mexico and start talking like Kamala. Oh, hello, all my friends.
Hey, real quick, I came across this just while we were finishing up the Kamala thing. I forgot to put this in there. We put in B6, Adam. I don't know if you have to shut the audio down. Okay, yeah, do that because I don't want to get copyrighted. So check this video out. So this is Michael Jackson. It's black, it's white, but it's Kamala's face on every single person.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
on the ginger, it's Kamala's face.
Pumpkin pounder.
Yeah, that's Kamala. Got the Rasta hair. There she is.
That's
That
her true
looks
form.
just like it. Got the dot Indian. From
Honestly,
India.
where that video turns from the Indian to the black, that actually looks like her.
100%.
That looks so like her. That's crazy.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
Genius.
Whoever did that put her face on everything.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Like that morphing of the face is amazing.
Yeah.
I thought it was like in the beginning, it was like a thicker fellow.
It did. It looked like normal.
It reminded me of Robbie Weirdick and
yeah. Weird Dick. Central Intelligence.
Robbie Weirdick.
Yeah. Let's see. What else you got, man?
Oh, did you see? Speaking of war, our boy Zelensky, you could pull up a A3.
Buy a new Bugatti.
No, but he wants more money.
What?
So first of all,
Is he out of money? Oh, I did.
I was going to talk about this a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago.
Fucking loser.
They were talking about they want to use U.S. long-range missiles to strike inside of Russia.
Yeah.
There's a big thing about this, like Putin saying, like, don't fucking do it. Like, this is going to be a real fucking problem. Like,
Yeah.
we're going into a much larger war if you allow them to do this. So they got together, some Security Council, and decided, hey, we're not going to do this. We're not going to allow you to do it. But now Zelensky's coming over here. He's like, oh, no, we've got to talk about this. I'm going to need these. That actually sounded a little Jewish. These long-range missiles. That sounded Jewish to me.
Oh, that sounded Russian. Ukrainian.
I shouldn't say Jewish. Israeli.
Okay.
But anyway, so he wants us to do that.
Adam, can he say that? Is he allowed?
I think so. As long as it's Jewish, you know what I mean?
You can say Jew. We've
Okay.
talked about this before.
J-
Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
You don't know if I got a knife?
Yeah, the Mexican judo.
All right.
So he's coming back here to ask, like, hey, no, we got to do this. I need to be able to strike inside of Moscow or wherever the fuck I want with these long-range missiles. And I'm going to need some more money while I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of giving money to this motherfucker. Not even him personally, but you are the face of it, and you're really starting to piss me off.
He's got really poor money management skills. Like, he's gotten a lot of money. Like, I feel like somebody needs to
Hundreds of billions, right?
help him out. Who's his finance guy? Damn.
He needs to talk to somebody inside of Israel.
Yeah.
He needs a Jew.
Needs a pager.
You think we could pager him?
Dude, we should.
Blow Zelensky's
Who do you think
dick
takes
off?
his place, though? You pager that guy.
Somebody
who-
just as bad.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Worse.
Whoever the U.S. wants, put it that way. Whoever we want to be the puppet.
More money, more missiles.
More money, I like that. More money, more missiles. We need that meme.
More
That'll
money,
be the
more
next skit
missiles.
with fucking. We could dress up as Zelensky. I'm
And-
here for more money, more missiles.
I'm down.
And then start playing some
Maybe
fucking.
a pawn shop in the background.
Yes.
I like it.
All right. This might be the last thing I have on politics, but it's only slightly about politics. It is about the insanity of Gwen Walz. Adam, Please play.
She's a little off. There's something about him that's a little off. There's something about her that's a little kooky.
A5. So
I kind of liked it when she did this. Turn the page. You like that? Okay, so I need you to be with me and practice with me. What are we gonna do? We're gonna turn the page. Oh, pretty good. Do it again. We're gonna turn the page. And we're
It's like a kindergarten teacher.
turn the page. All right, so I'm gonna be watching you because when I see Wisconsin and I'm one watching nationally on TV because it's a pretty important place and Minnesota helped you practice with this. You just show me this. Turn the page.
Oh my God.
Turn the page.
What is that?
What that looks like?
Looks
Where
like you're
have I
hailing Hitler.
seen that before?
Looks like you're hailing the Fuhrer.
Can we get that?
Oh
hold
my
on.
God.
Can we get that one more time? Where
no, you're
have
not
we-
done. You got to play.
Oh, there's more.
Oh
The
my
end's
God.
the best part.
Page.
The close up of her face. They didn't do it in this one.
She's fucking crazy.
52 days and we are turning the page. 52 days and bye-bye.
Io Walz.
Dude, where have we seen that?
52 days.
Oh my
and it
gosh,
just
dude.
bye-bye.
Do you think she's got the Russian propaganda
that.
money
Boom.
coming in too?
This bitch is insane.
She said, "When I look at the TV, I want to see you do this."
I want to see you do this.
But make sure you put it down. Put it down after.
Don't leave it up here. You want to go over here.
Yeah.
You want to all the way.
Wow. Okay. Pretty interesting. I think we should make a meme with that too. With just a bunch of clan members.
Yeah.
God. I've Jesus.
Out here turning the
Oh,
page. You know what I
shit.
mean?
I found a couple other things of her speaking, and she talks like she's talking to children.
Yeah. That's what I got from that. Is like it was like a kindergarten classroom.
No, those are adults.
Say
she was
it
speaking
again
to.
with me.
And this time I want you to do it with me.
Turn
No,
the page.
I'm gonna do it again, and not this time. I'm gonna be watching.
Wow. I'll find you.
And Tim Walz, for like the first second, he thought it was like he's like, yeah, we're gonna turn it. And then after he's like, oh.
Do you think in
bitch, you
his
gotta
head
stop.
he's just like, God damn it, she's doing it again?
Yep.
I told her not to do
He's like,
this.
oh God, please stop.
Yeah. She's nuts, dude.
She is, as the video suggested, cringy.
Super cringe.
I thought that was fun. She's a lunatic.
She's gonna be the
She's the same one that was just loving sniffing the burning tires.
yeah, dude. She's off.
that was
man.
a weird quote, wasn't it?
She's off.
As somebody who smelled burning tires.
And I just
A
left
lot
my
of
window
burning tires.
open and just basked in it. Lived in the moment. Bitch, what?
Huh?
Nothing like carcinogens that fucking
I was gonna say,
live in the moment.
what do you like? Hey,
Stage
if you want to
4
smell
lung
burning
cancer is
tires, go to
legit.
Somalia. Don't
Yeah.
That's my
Or South
favorite.
Phoenix.
This is America.
Yankee Candle.
Yeah, right. Go to fucking Yankee Candle Company get burning tires.
Oh,
Hey, what if we put that in the merch shop?
Burning tire.
Burning tire Yankee Candle.
For
hell yeah.
those of you that want cancer right now.
Hell yeah. Perfect.
Jesus.
Our merch shop's gonna be so dope.
Merch shop coming soon.
Tell us what you want, people. We'll
Yeah.
start making it. Oh man. So I guess political too, like all these fucking celebrities lecturing us. Have you been seeing all these people lately?
No, I know. I heard there was somebody else who just endorsed Kamala. I can't remember who it was.
They all are. All of them.
Yeah, but it was somebody big. I don't know if it was an actor. I can't remember who it was.
All the actors are endorsing her, except for like a couple of C-listers like Kevin Sorbo and
Yeah.
people like that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Don't you talk bad about the Beastmaster
I'm not. He was also Hercules.
and 300.
300, he was in that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He
Yeah.
was.
Heavy airbrush.
Yeah.
Heavy airbrush on Sorbo. He's a little older.
They all did.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't heavily airbrushed.
No, it was.
But Pharrell came out and basically said, shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
thought
did
that was
see
pretty
that.
good. He's like,
Yeah.
nobody asked for your opinion. Stop it. Like, you're being, I can't remember exactly. I'll be paraphrasing here, but basically said you're being irresponsible with your platform.
Yeah.
Like, stop telling people how to vote. None of these people are anywhere tethered to this earth when it comes to finances or social situations. You have no clue what it's like for everyday Americans. So just shut the fuck up. I don't need Taylor Swift telling me who to vote for, like economic policies. Like,
We talked about it last show. Like
Yeah.
once you have $100 million, you're so disconnected that
matter.
you can't be touched. Nothing affects you. So
And
all these people,
a
like,
lot of them have $100 million. Yeah, shut the fuck
if they
up.
don't now, they will in 4 years.
Hell yeah.
Just give it time.
Oh, well, I want to get that Russian money.
Yeah.
I want to get that.
So do I.
$400,000 a month.
I'll take $400.
I would too. I do a lot for $400. I'm talking like overtime ambo
Yeah,
shift
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Jesus. Where'd your mind go?
I saw a video. I didn't link it, but it was it was the whole, would you suck a dick for $1 million?
Yeah.
And the guy's playing the two people. One is himself as being the guy saying no, and the other guy's the guy. And he's like, you wouldn't do it. He's like, you're being so homophobic. Like, all we're talking about is your hopes and dreams and $1 million. Like, you could go to school, you could be at NASA, you could 10 years from now, you could be up in space. You're not gonna go down on somebody to go up in space.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, man, I told you, like, I'm not having this conversation. He's like, quit being so homophobic. And so they get done with it. And he's like, I just find it super odd that ever since you won the lottery last week, you keep asking me if I'd suck a dick for $1 million. And so he stops and the guy lays his head down. He's like, what about 2 million?
I think everybody that says they wouldn't, they're just lying to themselves because it's all just a hypothetical in their head. They're not getting real with it. They
Yeah.
just are not putting themselves in that position.
One of the comments was funny. This guy said, I worked with this guy, Steve, who is a recovering drug addict, and he was eating a sandwich at lunch, and he looked at the guy and said, do you have $1 million? And the guy said, no. He's like, then why are we having this conversation? And he went right, he didn't skip a beat, went back to eating his sandwich. He's like, Steve was not fucking around that day, wasn't wasting time. So
Steve's had to do some things for money.
Steve's been there, yeah. He used to smoke meth off a
that's what I'm
broken
talking
light
about.
bulb.
He's like, if you got the cash, like put up or shut up.
Yeah.
Like
It's a moot point if you don't have
exactly.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Yes, I will suck a dick for $1 million. Like, come on. Fucking people.
Guess we'll never know.
There's the one that was going around for a while. People were asking, like, hey, if your family was held hostage and you had to suck a dick, would you do it
Yeah.
to save your family? Like,
I remember you saying, yeah, I'm a goddamn hero.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, oh
Goddamn
no,
hero.
you're gay. I'm like, no, I'm a fucking hero. You don't love your wife and your kids.
She'll never look at you the
That's
same
on you.
again. She wouldn't look at me ever again, period, if I didn't.
Exactly. I do it for the love of my family.
Yeah.
Glad to know that you don't give a fuck about your family. Some of us care. Hear that, Tammy? I would suck a dick to save you.
I'm sure she would be super proud to know that.
Again, she might not ever talk to me again, but she'd be alive.
Yeah.
And I would forever
You're
be her
welcome.
hero. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Feel like she'd salute me every time I walk by.
She better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot other than that.
So speaking of hypocrites,
Love hypocrites.
This is a little bit of an older story, but I came across it, and there was a town in Michigan that was very proud that they voted in their the majority Muslim city council. They were super happy about that. Like, look how progressive we are. Look how inclusive we are.
Are they upset with the new rules that have come?
They're a little upset.
Yeah.
Because they've banned the gay pride flag in any public setting. Like,
Yep.
city, like, hey, I thought we were on the same team. Like, no.
Yeah. No, you voted us in for our beliefs. Yeah.
We have values.
Why are they so surprised?
That's hilarious,
Why is everybody
right?
so surprised that their beliefs don't align with yours?
I know, it's shocking. Yeah, like I almost said something bad. But the gay about the gays for Hamas.
Palestine, yeah,
again,
Hamas,
they do not share your values. It's cool that you value human life, but they do not value yours.
They don't support you.
Yeah.
You
Just
guys
so
see
you
the
know.
sign it was chickens for Chick-fil-A or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
That's what Netanyahu said too when he came to address Congress. They might as well be saying chickens for Chick-fil-A.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, he came and said it in fucking that Senate hearing, not hearing, but
Did you see
address.
the bird flu meme? They said, well, if chickens are getting the bird flu or whatever it was, they said, I got a solution for that. And it had a chicken with a little mask on. It said, it should be perfectly fine. You know, you don't have to vaccinate your chickens now because they have a mask.
Chicken masks.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Investors.
actually
Yeah.
Netanyahu said chickens for KFC, not Chick-fil-A. Oh. That didn't jive right in my mind. I was like, he said something else. Pager bombs. Hey,
Yeah.
you see that Donald Trump, the shooter, the new potential shooter,
Ruth or
Which
Ralph.
one?
Ralph, whatever.
About the commercial, about how he could have been hand selected for one of her rallies because of all of his.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh.
What was that about?
So they had a video at one of the rallies, and they're
On the
panning
bus.
through the crowd. And he's coming off the bus, and they talked about how some of those guys had been hand selected, but this guy was trying to be at all these rallies and he was trying to be of importance in that world for a long time.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that he would
Exactly.
be around.
That does make sense. I don't buy that.
Yeah.
I sent you that video too, where everyone's saying that he was in a BlackRock commercial.
Yep.
Like they took the video from what was the name of that neo-Nazi regime?
Azov.
Yeah. So he was in that promo video or whatever. So they tried to splice that onto to the front of the BlackRock commercial, and everyone's like, "Look, I told you, a conspiracy."
But it was
BlackRock.
different.
No,
I mean,
it
there were
was
two commercials, two different.
They spliced together that one where he's in the Azad battalion, like promo thing, and then they took that BlackRock commercial that the first shooter was in, coincidentally.
Yeah.
And then they took that part and like kind of tried to blend it into that BlackRock commercial.
So he's not in a BlackRock commercial.
If you look at the part they show you, everything's in fucking Russian behind you. Like there's a flag they're holding up. It's like Russian and bullets and shit.
Yeah.
And then they go to the BlackRock commercial, which is a way different vibe.
Well, we were talking about it at work, and I said this, like, yeah, it's ironic that if it was factual, and he was in a BlackRock commercial, yeah, it's crazy. What a weird coincidence. But at the same time, like, they own 80% of fucking everything.
It would be weird that they're in the same commercial.
That would be weird. But the odds that they're going to be in a commercial related to something in some capacity, and I'm not saying it's okay, it could be just an added layer of plausible deniability, but they have they're Lendl Global, dude. Yeah. They're in everything. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're in everything. Yeah. So anyway, I just, the connections between, oh, this person was in this commercial, like, yeah, it's weird. But the more that we talk about stuff like this and we look at stuff, the more I'm like, some of that, like, I think it is purely coincidental just because they own so much shit.
Yeah.
Now, is that part of the bigger cover up? Could it be? Absolutely. It could be a part of covering up, but it's going to be hard not to be in something.
When you own everything, somebody is going to be in something.
And everything is digital. Everything is tied to social media, online presence, all that shit. Like, it's going to be hard to.
But this one was like total bullshit. Like, yeah, they tried to just take these two totally separate things and make it look, and people are falling for it, getting totally outraged.
I've seen tons of posts that both shooters were in BlackRock videos.
Yeah, like even I was listening to Dave Smith's podcast, and even he's a pretty intelligent guy, and he fell for it right away. They fact checked him right then and there, but he's like, oh, so it's not like. But yeah, people are falling for it left and right, and like, it's fucking crazy. Yeah. But what I really want to talk about was he had a letter that I can't remember.
I did see that.
Did you see that?
I didn't link it.
He mailed a box. I don't think I linked it either, but he mailed a box of shit to somebody before the shooting ever happened, and in it was, let me see here.
Yeah, I had it saved.
So yeah, there's like 6 cell phones. Oh, they found those in his car. So the note was placed in a box dropped off months earlier at the home of an unidentified person who did not open it until last Saturday's arrest. The box also contained ammunition, a metal pipe, building materials, tools, phones, and various letters. So what this letter was a note saying that he
would pay somebody.
He said, so this is what it says. This was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, but I failed you. I tried my best and gave it all the gumption I could muster. It's up to you now to finish the job. I will offer $150,000 to whomever can complete the job, the note said, according to prosecutors. Mm-hmm. Like, how did he already know he was going to fail? Like, was it not a sincere attempt?
Well, and so what people are saying is that the CIA wrote that, or somebody wrote that, and it's a plant. It's obvious because they're offering this news story when there was the shooter who had the manifesto, like they didn't release one of the recent ones, or maybe it was the first.
Uvalde?
No, maybe it was the first Trump assassin, and like there was information. It was one of the shootings. It was either the first Trump assassination or one of the previous mass shootings. But somebody either had a manifesto or they had something written down, and they wouldn't release that to the media because of public safety or concerns for them or their family or whatever it was. Mm. So it's ironic that they're going to release this calling for finishing the job. Like, it just seems like it's a little too.
But I was thinking, like, why would anybody manufacture this? Like, because, okay, let's just say, like, oh shit, there's a bounty on his head for $150,000. Who's going to pay it? The guy that's in jail?
Yeah.
No, like.
Well, that's what he's saying. That's what the guy who wrote the note is saying.
I know that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
But like, who out there is going to now read that has been released and say like, oh, I'm going to go get my $150K?
Maybe another no-name 21-year-old kid who can grab a rifle and climb into something and set up.
But he certainly can't think he's going to get paid. The dude's in jail.
That guy thought he was going to assassinate the president.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
If you're crazy, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they release, I just feel like and again, it could go both ways depending on how you splice it up or take it. But all of the audio clips, all of the writings calling for, Trump being a threat to democracy. We need to eliminate him. He needs to be removed at any cost. All the stuff.
He's literally Hitler.
All the stuff from the left and the right saying that like that's what's causing people to come after Trump. If you believe it's not, you know, orchestrated, but that rhetoric is what's leading to that. You can't tell me that after 2 attempts on his life that releasing this is responsible.
Think about when they're calling him a Nazi and some people are saying he's literally Hitler.
Yeah.
If you're a little mentally unstable, what could be a more noble
Victory?
pursuit than
Absolutely.
than to kill Hitler before he becomes
Absolutely
Hitler?
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's already been president.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one didn't count though.
It doesn't make
he
sense.
didn't
We
have a full-
already know
Doesn't make sense.
how it would go.
But January
'Cause it
6th.
did.
But January 6th.
But you're led to believe now that if he gets in, it's going to be retaliation.
Yeah.
That he's going to get even. He's going to get revenge. He's going to take our country into the shitter because he's mad at the
Trump too.
Dems.
This time it's personal.
Yeah.
This time,
Die harder.
it's for
Die
real.
harder.
Yeah. So I don't know. I read that, and the fact that the DOJ released that, I feel like that's
It's for sure irresponsible, if nothing else,
highly
right?
irresponsible. Calling
Donald Trump
calling
Jr.
to
said
finish
as
the
much.
job on somebody who's had 2 assassination
I know.
attempts on him, like
Right.
really?
Yeah.
Possibly 3. We were talking
Possibly
the other day
3.
about that. He
The
made-
bomb.
Or 4.
Yeah,
The bombs in
there
Long
was
Island
a
or
car
whatever.
bomb or something, and then other people were like,
What about the
Getting
rally
sick.
in Tucson where
Yeah.
there
Nothing
was,
came of that.
But there was like 20
nothing. I
people
know.
that went to the ER, and there was a couple of people who posted that were there that they were told or asked by emergency room staff if they had been maced or sprayed with some sort of chemical because they were showing
Yeah.
irritation on the surface. But it was like 20 people from the same rally.
Yeah, it's weird. That
You
was
think
a-
somebody like just set off mace?
maybe there was a story for like an afternoon. That was it.
Yeah.
And then it was gone. It was nothing made of it.
Yeah.
It must have been something very benign, or else people on the right would be going bananas.
But it was just funny because it was at the same time that Adam said that they had released saying that they found possibly a vehicle with explosives near Trump.
That was real. That was in Long Island. I
Yeah, but
believe.
I'm just saying, like, so that was a third, and then if you believe that they released some chemical or did something like potentially a fourth,
I truly believe. I can't believe that this hasn't happened more.
Yeah.
honestly, like I can't believe that there's only been the one for sure assassination attempt. But I feel like with the rhetoric and as crazy as people are
Yeah.
and spun up, I feel like it's unbelievable. It
I
hasn't.
wonder
happened
how
more.
many attempts you don't hear about that get
Yeah.
stopped by either FBI, Secret Service, somebody.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Because I got to believe at some level, like you don't publicize that stuff.
well, I think they kind of do because they love to pat themselves on the back. Because look, the
True,
CIA
true.
said they thwarted that thing overseas
Had a
with
good-
Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Like, hey, we saved
Had a good stop.
tens of thousands of people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good point.
they love to pat themselves on the back, unless it was like a major fuck up that they caught in time. Like, dude, we really should have been on top of this, and we weren't. Thank God we were
Yeah.
able to stop it. So maybe in that case they wouldn't pat themselves on the back and publicize it. I don't know
If they failed,
if they failed, but accidentally like just got lucky and
yeah,
stopped it anyway. I don't know.
you can still spin the narrative how you want. Though.
Yeah, you could. That's true. I really don't have much else to talk about other than little techies. Oh, I do have. Adam, pull up A2. I just thought this was ridiculous. I want to know how dumb the Chinese people are. I got it now. Genuine question.
That's funny.
So if you're just listening, there's a picture that TMZ put out, and the caption says, Chinese zoo admits pandas are painted dogs after outrage. Apparently these dogs, or pandas, started barking. And
that's
people are
awesome.
like, oh, wait a minute.
Panda no bark.
But yeah, they trimmed these dogs up a little bit and painted them
That's
to look
awesome,
like a
dude.
panda.
That's awesome. They're just chows.
Yeah. How in the fuck did this last more than like 2 minutes? Like, welcome to the new panda exhibit. No, that's a dog.
So, dog, you've heard the panda conspiracy theory, right?
No.
Tell me more.
So, allegedly,
Pandas aren't
apparently,
real?
every panda in existence, whether it's in the zoos, like everything that you see at the wherever, they're all leased from China.
I've heard that.
And
Yeah.
so the theory is that pandas aren't real. They're painted. They send them over here telling us they're pandas. It's just a different type of bear, or in this case, clearly a dog. And everybody comes and sees them. They're led to believe it's this animal that only is in China. They lease them out. They send them over. They have strict control over how many are here, how many are not. So there's this whole big theory that pandas aren't real.
Wouldn't its hair like grow
Yeah.
and like the paint would wear off or
Yeah.
something?
100% it would.
I don't know. I don't know the details. I'm just telling you the theory.
No, you want to know why that's bullshit? Because that's
just giving you
because
information.
That's what China was trying to pass off as the panda.
Fair.
If they had genetically engineered fake pandas, they'd use them.
Fair.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Just how I know Jewish space lasers aren't real, because the tech they have to actually kill people is exploding pagers.
Pagers, yeah. Yeah, fair enough. It's pretty low tech. But
Yeah.
maybe that's the secret, is it's low tech, so it's not traceable.
All I'm saying is if they had a direct energy weapon that could get all these fuckers, they wouldn't have to fucking blow up their
Same
pagers.
reason if shit hits the fan, doomsday preppers have CB radios and ham radios, not these.
I have one.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
you do. I have
low
two.
tech. Everything's gonna go back to low tech,
Yep.
dude.
No, for sure.
Unless it's an EMP that takes out all the
Pagers.
repeater towers, and then those are fucking
He
useless
said
too.
Peter.
Hey there, Peter.
Hey, Chris.
Hey there, Chris.
I had one tech thing.
I have 3.
Why don't you go first again? Because you probably have mine again.
Okay, well, let's talk here. Like, speaking of pandas not being real, Adam, pull up A7. You know how the thing is always saying that birds aren't real?
Yeah, and mosquitoes.
I haven't heard the mosquitoes, but look at this. This is a new drone
I've seen a fly.
that looks exactly like a hummingbird.
Yep.
You just have to put some camouflage on that.
Yep. You just dress it up like with some feathers yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw one that was a fly. It was a fly drone, the size of a fly.
Why is that happening? Okay.
I thought we had theme music.
No, that was me.
It was the size of a fly. It was a fly drone, and it looked just like a fly.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This thing, I mean, these things are so tiny. If you're not listening, this is the size of your finger.
Yeah. It looks like a hummingbird.
It looks like a hummingbird. You just got to like put some fake feathers on it.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking drone. Insect-sized robotic drone is poised to revolutionize surveillance and exploration. You know how like the real
for your safety.
the real crazy people out
Yeah.
there say that birds aren't real, birds are drones. Well, here you go. Pretty soon this is a reality.
Yep. I guess you can only really surveil during the. Oh, I mean, I guess you could do it at night, but it's weird. I don't think I've ever seen a hummingbird at night.
Why would you? They're so small.
They're so fast.
That could be it.
Mysterious.
I just thought they went to sleep.
Adam, fucking my notion just went haywire. Hold on. So my next tech one would be SWATbot.
This is awesome.
SWATbot?
Yeah, SWATbot A6.
Taking a closer look at a dramatic Islamic standoff where multiple shots were fired and one person was injured.
39-year-old Felix De La Rosa
Great idea.
was wanted for
It is.
assault.
Solid
Great idea.
That's why officers tracked him to the hotel.
He threw a
but
sheet
when he
over the
fired
camera
shots,
of the SWAT
they
bot.
called in the Lubbock County SWAT
He tries to
team.
shoot this
At
thing.
one point, we saw and
Does
heard
it
him
punch
fire
through the
at
window?
a bomb squad robot. Take a listen. It sprayed tear gas into De La Rosa's hotel room.
How cool is
Initially,
that?
De La Rosa tried to fight the robot, even throwing sheets of
Watch
like
this. This is the
towels
best
at
part.
it. But that didn't stop the robot from deploying gas. We watched as De La Rosa crawled out of that window and onto the ground where the robot...
Oh, it rolls over it?
Get out, bitch.
Nice.
Pins him to the ground.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So if you're only listening, basically this robot that looks like Johnny Five from back in the day, Short Circuit.
Short Circuit.
Goes up to the door like it's going to surveil this guy. This guy throws a sheet over it. Smart play, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Genius.
this thing punches out the guy's window instead, clears the drapes out. This guy fucking puts his hand out the window, shoots the robot a couple times. The robot still won't stop. Deploys pepper spray into the room, fills it all up. He has to dive out the
jumps
window.
out the window, yeah.
And then the robot pins him to the ground by running over him on top of him. Like that's a gangster
pretty
fucking
awesome.
robot. I like that a lot.
All of our drone guys are all wooded up right now.
Dude, yeah, you can't have that. That's the that's the SWAT bot.
I want that remote.
So my next one is just my last one. I don't even know if I linked this one, Adam. Yeah. So basically, AI is creating new AI.
Shit.
We have reached
This is
the point
bad.
where AI is designing new AI, and the progress will be in the next 2 years will be spectacular and surprising.
Horrifying.
So
That's
what?
bad.
There's some videos linked with this, but it's too long, so I didn't actually link them. But he's talking. This is the CEO of NVIDIA, and he's talking about how AI is actually helping them to create AI even faster. So AI is starting to create like its own programs, and it's allowing them to create new AI models to boost the thing that's already working over here and build up. And there's another video here, but I didn't link it. They now have robots that are programmed with AI that are able to repair other robots that break. So
That's
not only is
horrible.
AI creating its own programs, robots are now repairing themselves. This is it. Rise of dun-dun-dun-dun.
Rise of the Machines.
We need to get the Terminator a little thing. We need to get that.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah. So
That's a
happening.
real problem. I saw a video the other day that talked about it was before I saw this, but it was in theory what track is AI on right now.
track. Fast track.
It did talk about at some point AI will start designing other AI.
Yeah.
And at
That's
that
been the fear
point-
for the longest
yeah,
time, though.
That's a fucking problem, dude.
I'm telling you, we need the fucking that one hardwired switch where you can shut it all down.
Yeah.
Everything in the world.
At John's house.
Right here.
John,
Right.
in the Fireside studio.
I feel like I got a pretty good pulse on the world when things are getting a little out of hand. If you could trust anybody to pull the plug on that, it would be me.
Guaranteed.
That's all I got. Again, slow news week.
I had I came across this. I tried to read up a little bit on this and got some conflicting information, but there's an Einstein engine. So Einstein was the first one to theorize this. But basically, China has successfully launched its first spacecraft powered by liquid methane and liquid oxygen, making a significant milestone in aerospace engineering. This fuel combination allows rockets to reach speeds of 18,000 miles per hour without refueling.
I'm so sick of China.
Dude.
They're kicking our ass.
Yeah, so it's the first liquid methane and liquid oxygen fueled spacecraft. American scientists are worried about catching up to this breakthrough in aerospace engineering. Chinese companies and government organizations work hard to be at the forefront of technological innovation, and this event proves that their efforts pay off. Using this new fuel, China could save millions of dollars and reduce some of the emissions created when launching rockets.
Just think about the amount of people that China has. Let's just say, I'm going to make up a number for argument's sake. Let's say for every 10,000 people, we have one genius that's capable of making something earth-shattering, right? Sure. Just look at the numbers. They've got 4 times the population we do. They've got 4 times the amount of geniuses.
Yeah.
But
they're saying
they're kicking our ass.
So with the whole, like you saw recently, they had the billionaires go to space and they did their spacewalk. They opened the hatch and came out. Can you imagine the not just the AI, but the future of space, potential space travel, if they can go 18,000 miles an hour and not have to refuel, and something like liquid methane and liquid oxygen, as far as the sustainability of that, like it might be a step towards the future of actual travel into other places.
Deep space.
It'd be cool if space was real. So
if space was real.
Saudi Arabia is coming up with their thing. I should have linked it, but they have because they want space exploration, not exploration, but the tourism industry of space to be their thing. So they're coming up with this.
What are they going to do?
They're coming up with this spaceship that just goes way up above the Earth, like low Earth orbit.
Yeah.
And there's your thing. It's like a day trip.
Yeah.
You come back down. That's going to be like a real thing, like an everyday thing.
I feel like in the history of the space race, like Saudi Arabia's name is not listed anywhere.
But
they have all the money though, right?
They have all the money.
But I think that technology, just to go into that low Earth orbit right there, is pretty readily available. And again, they have the money to just go like, hey, build me this.
I think you can do it with helium for like satellites and stuff.
They were trying to build that city, that mirrored city from they've got money.
Well, they're still going to, right?
Yeah, they've got money to burn, dude.
It's like the Blade City or whatever. The wall.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I had for tech. I thought that was pretty interesting reading about that.
Speaking of the Chinese, I just saw, and I didn't link this, but they say they have the technology now to uncloak stealth technology. So stealth fighters, bombers, they can see them now.
Really?
Yeah, supposedly.
But there's going to be a level of stealth that they're not. Like the stealth will be level 2, and then the uncloaking is level 1. Like there's always going to be some level of stealth that they
based
can't
on how
get.
much they're kicking our ass in the space race, maybe they already have level 2 cloaking. We don't have it.
Yeah.
That's why they're unable to we can see that now because we've already gone to level 2
Yeah,
cloaking. We can see
we're
level
more
1
advanced
now.
than that. Yeah. Oh shit.
Fear of the Chinese.
It's not good.
Yeah. I feel like I need a whole segment once a week, Fear the Chinese, because there's always something terrifying. Those guys.
Yeah.
They're coming out and kicking ass.
Before we get into the fireside, I have to share this with you. I came across this in my feed, not because I was searching it, but it's funnier than shit. Will you do...
This is either going to be super gay or super racist.
100%.
Great.
Adam, B9. So...
I'm glad it was the gay.
This is a men's bodysuit.
They've been selling these forever.
I have never seen this.
They've been selling these for a while.
But it's this dude in a men's bodysuit, package and all, putting on shorts and taking them off and showing how it doesn't have panty lines. And I had to link this because the comments were fucking amazing. So I got a couple of them here. One of them said, "Oh, nice. I've always wanted to shit my shirt and pants at the same time." Another one was a female who said, "Awesome. I've never been drier." Another one said, everyone needs to stop posting hate comments. I cannot like all of them. Another one was Freddie Mercury just woke up from the grave to tell us this is gay. Another one said, so do I pull his panties to the side or what? Dude, the comments were fucking amazing, but the video,
that's good.
For anybody who you got to go to the YouTube and check it out. It's pretty hysterical.
Oh, that's good.
I can't imagine him whispering in my ear, unsnap me.
Dude, that is the gayest thing a man could wear.
Oh, I didn't know that those were a regular thing. So.
I wouldn't say a regular thing, but
I mean that was a known thing. It's the first I'd ever seen.
Sure, they've got them in all kind of colors, styles. I'll show you later.
I'll talk. Sweet. So,
yeah, that's pretty fucking good. The comments are funny.
But yeah, so anyway, I guess the only thing left now is Fireside.
Fuck yeah! Get some!
All right, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of the Fireside.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. So Fireside, I got a couple quick hitters and then something that we'll wrap up with and talk about that I'll be doing a deeper dive on. First one, Adam, is B2. And this is just, this is Oakland Fire. And the only reason I put this in is because I'm a sucker for Thunderstruck. And so this is them going into a house fire that they had. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I didn't think about copyright.
We'll get bounced. Won't be able to
All right, so
post it.
Adam, play it and mute it and then just
no audio.
Just trickle audio. Can you just like... Yeah, so anyway, house fire, helmet cam footage.
Ripper, dude.
It's ripping. He's
got to work.
Gloving up.
Got to glove up.
Comments were pretty pro Oakland in this one, but hey, nice job deploying that quickly, getting in there, making the stop, and you can see it blowing.
So reset from the outside.
Yep.
Dude.
So you can see the whole.
This department's in Northern California. Get it on.
Second floor of this duplex, and it is blowing the entire second floor out the windows, out the door. It looks like maybe it's a townhouse style, but you get footage you can see inside in the door, and it's rolling. But they get a good knockdown, good stop, and a Thunderstruck backing. So, like I said, I'm always a sucker for Thunderstruck. So
yeah, great song, especially when got a little fire tag on.
The next one, Adam, is B8, and I think you'll appreciate this. This is a guy named Bernard Taylor. He's a firefighter, and I don't know exactly where, but he does all kinds of fire videos that you can click on, and he's kind of like I think he's trying to be like a Fenton, like that type of thing. I don't know his
Nobody
following.
does it like Fenton.
But this is about ambo life, and this is kind of the balance. So he climbs in. I don't think he's on an ambo, but he climbs into the ambo, gets a call, and he's going through all the thoughts in his head, and one of them is like, this better be a serious call. Get me up at 3 a.m. He's like, I don't want it to be too serious because I don't want to have to do too much.
Yep.
So if you play it, I figured you'd relate.
Man, I was sleeping good. Whoever just called 911 at 3 o'clock in the morning, they better be dying. Nah, let me shut up. I'm damn near dead myself right now, and I ain't trying to work no code at 3 o'clock in the morning. Let me look at these notes and see what this says. For all out of residents, man, they better have fell out of the second story window onto the driveway. Got me up this time of night. No, there I go tripping again, because if that's the case, they might be a trauma alert, and the closest trauma center 30 minutes away, which means we on scene for 10 minutes. That's a 30-minute transport, 10 minutes at the hospital, and almost 40 minutes back to the station. I ain't gonna see my bed again until 5 o'clock in the morning.
Ouch.
At that point in time, ain't gonna be no need to go back to sleep. But this is my probationary year, and I gotta be up, have the station clean and coffee made before everybody else gets up. And I ain't trying to get written up because wasn't no Folgers ready to go. Hold on, here go another alert. Patient complaining of no pain, only requesting help up. That's what I'm talking about. That's an engine assignment right there.
Yes, sir.
Ambulance around and go ahead and get back in the bed before this call to change their mind. Oh, there go the engine. I know they mad. They probably thought they was about to get canceled.
So anyway,
all I want when I'm on that ambo, like CM and on the ambo, is like, please be waiting outside, and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
All I want to do is pull out
real.
I want to pull that gurney out and just load and go.
The math at night, the math of all right, so it's going to take us.
Oh
about,
yeah, you start factoring in
6 minutes. Sam is, that's about a 15-minute drive. Then we'll turnover time's about 8 minutes, depending on how busy they are. Oh, I'll be back in bed at this time. Every fucking
you start
call.
Negotiating somehow how you're gonna make it back in. I saw that and I was like, oh, Adam will like
the next
that.
10 minutes of this call.
So the next one is just
true.
a picture. Adam is going to be B10, and this is from a site called Conduct Unbecoming, which I like these guys. But this is going to be our new standard probationary firefighter training for anybody who.
That's a solid cut.
There's no audio to it, but this is a roof hole that a ladder cut, and it's a straight CMB roof hole. So I don't know the cut sequence exactly on this. If you got the YouTubes, go check it out.
You got to make your down cut. Then you go all the way back.
I think
your inspection holes right there.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of inspection holes to the right.
There should be some
to the right of the tip. But yeah, C&B roof cut, pretty solid, man.
And if you're unfamiliar with the term C&B, that is cock and ball.
Yeah, there it is.
All right.
So, and then the last one was B11. Yeah, I'll hit it real quick. So this is something that I got to start reading into a little bit more. I guess, yeah. So this is from Conduct Unbecoming as well. So what this is this is a site, and they're buddied up with quite a few other firefighter sites that Instagram pages and whatnot we read. But what they do is they kind of highlight and showcase when upper level management or people are doing wrong things or shitty things. So it sounds like they do stuff nationally, and I think they're more south and east, but this one kind of hit close to home. So this is Yavapai County, and it looks like the fire chief has some stuff going on there. I think there was a vote of no confidence or something, and then they actually suspended the union president.
I think he fired him.
It was pending. So this was the letter from the union president to of the local to the members.
I read that one. Yeah,
basically saying he was suspended after the vote of no confidence, and more information to come out. So right now, this Conduct Unbecoming site is blasting this Scott Freetag, who's the chief.
Yeah, it sounded like he was at another department before, and he's just kind of like a bully dickhead, and just kind of rules with an iron fist.
Yeah, so I came across this. I kind of been watching this unfold through their site. Pretty interesting, but I thought I'd throw it up there and maybe do a little bit deeper dive into that. But
fuck this guy.
Yeah. I don't know the whole story, but it sounds like nobody's a big fan of his. So, but anyway, that's all I got for the fireside. I'll report more back on that on the Yavapai deal for anybody who's curious.
Oh, speaking of just report back, just real quick. Remember the bridge collapse from the boat?
Yeah,
in
Key Bridge,
Maryland?
Baltimore Key Bridge. Yeah.
Department of Justice is suing them for like $150 million.
The shipping company?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Good. Yeah, because originally Biden
was like, the second time. Yeah.
Biden was like, "Hey, we're going to pay for it all.
We're going to pay for that." Yeah.
Justice is like, "Nah, they're going to pay."
Yeah.
So yeah, just follow up from a few months ago, but that's it. 39 in the books,
dude. We're coming up on 40. 4-0. Speaking of 4-0, we went to Justin's party yesterday. Thought you'd be there.
You didn't even text me.
I did text you.
No,
I did. Check your texts. When we were on shift at the station.
Oh, that's right. You did.
So anyway, it was good, man. There's a lot of people there.
I erased it. This is all I got from you. I did a clean sweep of all my text. I normally have like 1,000 on here. Now I've only got like 10.
Yeah.
Justin, happy birthday.
Yeah, it was good.
You old piece of shit.
I told him we got to get him on the show.
Yeah.
Come hang out.
He could have played the Russian well.
He should have been the Russian.
Next time he can be the Russian.
Ivan Grigorian. That's it.
Such a made up name. Bye.
Later. Bye. Walls hands. Walls balls and Walls hands.